Shadows, any resume advice? Haven't had to write one for years. Now I find myself needing to write one. What do you need to know, Shadows? I review resumes. Tell me about it. Shadow says, I'm writing for a management position that's available starting ... tomorrow, and I have a good chance. Well, let me tell you right away. First of all, write a cover letter that says, hey, this is who I am, and this is how my skills can contribute to your company. And I look forward to talking to you. Do that, like, right away. People write the worst cover letters ever. Don't write a terrible cover letter. Don't say, hey, saw there was a job opening and thought I'd apply. And, like, put it in. Like, if you are sending it to someone who is a hiring manager or something, what is going on? Let me just... I'm closing this. We're going to end on this. First of all, let's talk about just cover letter. If you are submitting to someone who's a hiring manager, they have a crap load of resumes to go through. At no point in life should someone have to figure out what your value and what your worth is. They shouldn't have to do that. You should tell them. You should just tell them what it is. Hello, I am Shadowst. And let's say that you've been a developer for a long time and you've written all sorts of cool projects and cool code, and you're applying to, you know, write cool code for someone else. You would say something like, hey, I saw your position at Acme Incorporated. I was really interested because, and then a little blurb about why you're interested. And please don't lie here. Don't be like, because I value your mission statement, and then period, and then move on, right? Come on, like, really, like, write something that actually is specific to the company. And then go into that being like, I have been a software developer for many years. I've worked on a number of projects such as this and this, and I think that these projects specifically could translate to what you are facing. Look at me. I have read what your company does, and I am interpreting my skill set in the context of your job opening. Like, just do that. Just do that. It's not hard. And a lot of times people will do that, like, I don't know, I feel weird talking about my accomplishments. It feels uncomfortable. Talk about your accomplishments. Talk about it. Just be like, I'm an accomplished coder, and here's exactly what I've done. Boom. And this is exactly how it would apply. Like, don't do that. Oh, I'm uncomfortable, so I better not include it. Like, if you're uncomfortable talking about yourself, and you include it in the cover letter, that's great. That's totally fine. Like, I completely understand that. But disregard that discomfort and just, for fuck's sake, sell yourself. Please, sell yourself. You know what you're good at more than anyone else does. There's a mistake many people make in applying where they just have a list of qualities and qualifications that they believe a hiring manager could read and understand how that would translate to the skill set in the job. They have like 250 of these to read. Don't assume that they are going to have anywhere near enough time to do that. They're probably going to read all the cover letters and look at like the 20 best cover letters. Boom. Easy. Easy. And by the way, don't be like full of yourself. Don't be like, I'm really kind of incredible, and if this were figure skating, I would have already received the Olympic gold, but unfortunately this is a job application, so hope you have enough money to buy me. Like, you know, you just don't be a cock, right? You should talk about the work that you have done and how the work that you have done could contribute to the stuff that they're doing. That's the thing. Talk about your work. If you're talking about me and I'm good at this and I do this and I'm amazing at this, no. Talk about your work. Talk about how the work that you do can translate to the work that you have to do. Like, if I were applying somewhere, I might be like, you know, I have worked a lot on live events. I have run and hosted many live events and have an experience in event planning. And I think that experience would translate directly to your work as an event planning company, right? Boom! Done. So good. Let's take a break. That's just the cover letter, Shadows. That's just the cover. Well, that was great advice. I forgot cover letters were a thing. Shadows! No! Oh, the cover letter is like the most important part. Anytime someone submits, the cover letter says, here's what you should be gleaning from the resume, right? Like, if you're applying to a coding position and you're like, I have worked on a project writing matchmaking for video games, specifically Hearthstone, and it successfully occasionally matches people. And I have done work at a number of other companies doing matchmaking. And as a result, I would be really good at what you're doing, which is matchmaking, right? And then what happens is they open your resume and they go, damn, Shadows didn't lie. He has more experience here than I anticipated. Cholafoot says, do you have any advice for people who are not very qualified? Go out and create qualifications. I want to apply for... Oh, I don't know. I always use boot manufacturing. Like, I don't know why that's like my go-to example. I think it's because it's weird and I don't know anything about it. But you might be like, I want to apply to a job at a boot manufacturing plant. Or let's say a boot design company. I am here. I want to design boots for you. But I've never made boots before. Go out and make a boot, for God's sake. You can get the materials, you can build the boot, and you can be like, hey, I want to apply for your position. Here are 4 different boots I've made. And you can see how I constructed them in a step-by-step photo album that I produced. But if you're looking for the quick things, here they are, and I think I would be an asset to your company because look at how similar my boot style is to your boot style. Amazing, right? I want to do graphics programming, but I've never programmed before. How would I show that I have qualifications? Well, go create a series of complex rendering engines, right? Show some cool shaders. Build a game that has a lot of graphics intensity and try to figure out how the game can showcase cool graphics and then say to people, hey, I'm a self-taught programmer with a specialization in graphics. Here's a game I built to showcase the cool shaders that demonstrate my capability. And then, boom! They're going to open it and go, holy shit, this kid knows how to make some fucking shaders. And then, like, that is way better information than, I received a 3.8 GPA in my graphics college program, and I have an experience with graphic. Like, that, fuck that, man. I want to see a thing you made. Go make first-class information. GPAs are pointless. Don't do that. Yeah, let me tell you something. There are a few things I'm going to look less at than a GPA if I'm hiring. Oh, my God. My GPA was 4. I don't care. My GPA was 2.0. I don't care. I didn't go to college. I don't care. Show me. Hey! Yeah. Show me some first-class information. You know what I mean? Show me some first-class information. Boom. You see, ngreen1608 says, I love that a portfolio is a requirement for graduation at my grad school. That's exactly right. Like, here is my work. Look at my work. Look at the thing that I made. And I'm going to tell you how the thing that I made translates directly to the thing that you're making. Aaron 2A says, massive disclaimer on that. If you want to work for a big company, most will still weed out based on GPA. Of course, like, there's a lot of things that people will do as filtering mechanisms, because it's so hard to sift through all that stuff. Shadow says, how powerful do you feel volunteer experiences are that will show off your management skills? I've been voted as VP and chairman of a number of organizations, and is the core of my management experience outside of owning my own company. Shadows, you sound a little bit like a badass, man. I like what I'm hearing. There it is. Alright, let's hurry up and not die. I think that makes sense, yeah. I mean, as long as it's framed that way. Like, if you're framing it as... Oh my god, yeah. If you're framing it as like, hey, I worked at a charity. I'm a good person, see? Value my character. Now hire me. Like, I don't care at all about that. But if you're saying something like, hey, if you're interested in knowing about my capabilities as a manager, look at this.